Hey everybody, and welcome back for another video. In today's video, I got some exciting Star Wars stuff to show you. I'm a little late as far as getting the video out there because these have been out for probably a couple weeks now. But it's an exciting time to be a Star Wars fan because there's a whole new era being explored in Star Wars. And I have a couple of the newest books in that timeline, so I want to go ahead and show you real quick the three different ones that I got and talk a little bit about what this new era means. Alright, so for the first book that we got is actually a children's book. It will be featured here on the channel shortly. You will see it next week, Monday. Little spoiler alert. But we got Star Wars The High Republic, The Great Jedi Rescue. So this book, I really wanted to get it because it gives me a visual of what this world looks like. We can kind of see on the back here some new ships that will be in this timeline. For those of you that don't know, the High Republic is set to be way before Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. It's kind of like Disney's way of trying to do their own Old Republic, so to speak. But yeah, the Disney is starting to explore some like really early days of the Jedi. Some things that I want to point out, at least for right now, visually. The ships that you saw on the back, so I can show you that picture again. The new ships are called Vectors, and personally, I think that's pretty cool. I didn't know what to think of it at first, but I mean, vectors, mathematics, all somewhat kind of nerdy, kind of cool. So yeah, I kind of enjoyed the fact they were called vectors. As you can see here, and I'm from the front page, this is like the time, like a prime time of the Jedi, when everything was great. We do find out, reading the material, that there is a new threat, and learn different things about them. I think it's called the Nil or the Nile, something like that, for the new bad guys. Well, here's some visuals of a handful of the Jedi. You may notice that there's a Wookiee Jedi here. Kind of one of those newer things to see. Like I said, this book we will be going in detail. We will be reading it here on the channel, so stay tuned for that. Here is kind of one of the main things of this series, and that's called the Starlight Beacon. I don't know a whole lot about it yet, but I do know that it's kind of like, like the center of this universe. At least that's what I think it is. Kind of like, the prequels version of Coruscant or something like that. So yeah. We will be talking about that more in detail later on. Here's a shot that shows kind of like the prime time of the Jedi. A whole bunch of them there. Their lightsabers ignited in salute. One thing that's kind of cool, if you notice, look at the Wookiee's lightsaber hilt and this person's hilt. They're cross guards. They're not necessarily like Kylo Ren's where the blade is part of the crossguard, but it does have that like old medieval hilt look style to it, and then it's just the blade there. I think that's pretty cool. It's something new to look forward to. New designs of lightsabers. Oh, yeah. Yep. It actually makes me wonder if this other one could potentially be like Kylo Ren's, but it's just not ignited. But again, don't know a whole lot yet. I have not dived into these books. So yeah, that is the children's book for the High Republic that came out. The next book I want to show you is the flagship book that came out that is supposed to start off this series, and that is Light of the Jedi. This is, an adult novel. It's pretty thick. Decently thick. Again, we got some new characters. We got a Wookiee here. It appears the lightsaber doesn't exactly match the children's book there, so I'm not too sure if that's supposed to be the same guy. I kind of doubt it since the hilts are different. But we do see Starlight Beacon there in the background. So again, that's probably something pretty big with this series. It has the famous Obi-Wan quote on the back from A New Hope. For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice. We hear that in A New Hope. But yeah, that is the main flagship book for the series. I have not read it yet, so I do not have anything to tell you about it. But this is the one that kicks off the series, so check that one out. I do got one more to show you that I managed to pick up, and that is Star Wars The High Republic, A Test of Courage. Now this one is a bit smaller compared to Light of the Jedi. Looking at the inside here, there's definitely a lot less text on the pages. There's some color, let's see. It looks like it's divided up. It's got some divisions in there. Haven't read this one either, so I don't know the plot quite yet. But we can go ahead and read the back of it here, that we kind of have somewhat idea. It says Vernestra Rowe is a brand new Jedi Knight at age 16, but her first real assignment feels an awful lot like babysitting. She's been charged with supervising 12-year-old aspiring inventor Avon Staros on a luxury liner headed to the dedication of a wondrous new space station called Starlight Beacon. But early in their journey, bombs go off aboard the ship. After narrowly avoiding being sucked into the vacuum of space, Vernestra, Avon's droid J6, a Jedi Padawan, and an ambassador's son make it to a shuttle. But communications are out and supplies are low. They decide to land on a nearby moon, which offers shelter, but not much more. And unbeknownst to them, danger lurks in the jungle. So, kind of sounds like they got lost in the jungle, and they got to survive. So, and there's like that picture on the cover there of the jungle. You can kind of see what the droid looks like, all that good stuff. So yeah, I look forward to reading this. I look forward to getting back to you on what these books are about. I will enjoy sharing that with you as always. But yeah, this book comes second to the main book. So it's 1 and then 2. I don't know where the children's book lines up and all of that. Honestly, I looked through it already and read what it was before we do the read along, just because I was so excited. And I feel like it's kind of like a one-off type book. Like the story of it is just something that happens in the universe, and I don't know if there's much significance to it or not. Maybe I'll find out when I read the other ones. Who knows? Alright everybody, that about wraps it up for us today. Again, we went over the new Star Wars books that came out this month that are launching the new era of Star Wars that Disney has created. Again, it's called the High Republic, which takes place before the prequels. So it's kind of like their version of the Old Republic. We will see how this all plays out. We'll see if it's successful or not. I have my hopes high. I'm hoping that this is something new and fresh that we can actually enjoy. And hopefully it's not, it doesn't have that dark cloud over what like the sequel trilogy has, so to speak. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, drop us a like if you like this video, turn on your notifications if you want to be alerted when we talk about these books more later on. Again, I said that the children's book will be rolling out on Monday for a read-along. If you want to see what that book is filled with and all the new information about the High Republic, stay tuned for that and let your notifications alert you and remind you that that video has dropped. And then drop us a comment letting us know which one you're most excited for. Have you heard about this series come out yet? What rumors have you heard? What are you looking forward to? Do you have hope for this series? And then as always, everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.